Good morning. Today's Monday, 15th. I didn't do any videos last week at all. We got mega busy and there weren't much in the way of what's to see to be done. However, last couple of days, well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday and this morning, I've been up at like 6 o'clock working, doing form work and getting things prepped for garden paths at the back, because we're now making a good start and making some good progress doing all the landscaping at the back. But for the time being, let's have a look round back.
What are you doing?
What I've done this morning, love, that were a mould for there and I've took it off. It's not fully cured, but it'll cure better underneath what mould off. And I'm remaking it for here. This is going to go, as you can see, to there.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to do another one from here to there,
Yeah.
which is what I'm now planning now.
Oh, have you ever looked at painted white?
You can't wait for them to backfill it.
Have you ever looked at painted white?
Painting it white?
Painted white.
Now I'm going to paint it grey.
No. I'm not talking about it. Painted white is paint you put over your roof,
Yeah?
and that white saves you a lot on your electric bill because of the air conditioning and stuff.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I know what you mean. It's that heat reflector.
Yeah, but you do it right over the shingles. So
Okay. Thing is, I kind of like the shingles. I've gone for the old country cabin style look. That's why I opted for.
they'll still have.
That's why I opted for shingles.
Yeah.
Like the old country cabins, and mud grain in here, so it's like a cabin. Right, that needs cutting off.
Also,
there.
there's a company
And there.
that makes concrete log homes.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
I need my saw now.
This is square, but that's usually when I'm not using a saw though. Watch out, Nick. I'll make it easier.
You're really enough now for all of them, no?
I'm pushing it down while holding on to it. That way it don't pinch the blade.
Busy sila.
No. Pass it now, love. Lay down now.
Ano yung helper mo si Mike na?
Oo, kayong dalawa pa.
Let me get that back out of it, though. Yeah, that'll do. That's it there.
It's okay to cement that electric, ano?
Yeah, that's the idea. Cement it in. And then we're going to cover over that with backfill, soil and grass. That's ideal, love.
Hey, you know what grass you ought to look up?
Ninaw ng camera, no?
Look up St. Augustine.
I'm using, they don't have it here. They have Bermuda, frog.
Sa phone lang yung mga video niya.
They've got 3 types of grass, Bermuda, frog grass, and another type. I can't remember what it is. But Bermuda grass is pretty good here. It's nice,
Yeah.
and it's slow growing.
St. Augustine
Oo.
is
And then anong anak ko sa Maynila, doon ipapagawa.
it forms like an underground carpet. It's
Ewan ko, ipapagawa niyo kayo. Parang 4-5 yata, o 5 plus ka na. Okay.
go ahead. That's another thing I've determined, because I haven't messed with that. The wood I use for my cane.
Ang laki naman na nakaharang na to.
Yeah.
Ayan, balis ka muna.
Mas maganda niya na din si Mike, para hindi pa
Sige,
Just the cheap stick you buy at
gawa ako ng ano.
one of the hardware stores. And what happened is,
Si Andrew, konti pa lang yung subscriber niya.
what was left over when I took it,
Plus, pero,
I made a handle
monetize na siya.
Oh,
for a
galing.
pole that where you pull I think lever and it cuts
Kailangan lang niya gumawa ng video na
the
makabayan.
branches.
Yeah.
Oo.
Anyway, so when I did, when I went to drill through,
Can you get his nails, please?
when I
Yeah.
went to drill through it to make where the rope would go through, so I could have a handle to pull, it was smoking.
Ah,
Oh, thank you, love.
It was smoking with a brand new sharp drill bit. That is hard freaking wood.
Yeah, that is.
So I was I might get another piece of
oh,
wood
ganda
that
na
I know
yung
is
pinalagyan ng
hard
Bermuda, no?
until I did that. When I did that, I said,
Pero
no, I
talagyan
don't
mo pa
need
siya
to
ng
change the wood.
lupa.
Oo, nalagyan na yun. Parang yung payo, yung nasa ako.
But because of that,
Binili namin yung 1 cubic.
I'm going to invest in something that's solid.
Right, for you viewers that's been here a while, you may know I made a cock up with these. I filled them right up with black sand and compacted it and wet it, hoping to just do a skimming with these marble chippings. That didn't work. Just caused myself a lot more work to take them back out, dig the sand back out and put a lot more stone in. I was trying to save money by not having to buy as much of that white stone, because it is 800 pesos a sack. And in here, I've used about 8 sacks now. But, as you can see, we've got one garden path in, going to an A-frame. And then we've cut the corner. I've just made this morning. This one here is going to be solid, tied into that one. So that's a solid piece tied in. Every thin one is the gap. So that then will be cemented, because it's on a slope that you can't see from here, but it is a slope. So I'm going to cement that and then press these stones into the cement. That's what I'm going to do with that one, just to make it look good. And then the rest of the garden have gaps in it, and that's just going to be like that with grass in between. So as you can see, 1, 2, my missus wanted one here, and I said no, because people are not going to walk across here to come back into this room. They're just going to go across here. I won't put him on there. And I won't want to put one straight across there either, because they'll end up using that path. So I've gone to there, and I've kept the same angles coming off. So that's got a fair step at the end. This one's got a fair one at the end. And all these gaps are the same. These paths here, I've made them to turn the corner. And a 15 mil gap there, 15 centimeters I should say. And like that one, it's a fair step at the end, so you can take your shoes off, your flip-flops, and leave them on the ends, because that's what we do, we leave them on the ends. So it also breaks that up into uneven triangles, gives it a bit of shape. A triangle there, look, a triangle there, a triangle here, gives it a little bit of depth and shape. And once we've got that done, the plan after that, backfill all that with some gravel, then soil, then grass. Good fine gravel, because that'll leave good soak away, like we've got down here. That'll make good soak away underneath the soil. And also bury this pipe, dig that pipe in a bit more. That's only a electrical conduit. Dig a trench, dig that in, cover it with gravel. And this is only going to go from the corner of this just past that tree, because we've got a plan for there. I'm going to end up putting an outdoor pool shower up here. That's what I'm going to end up doing. An outdoor pool shower there. And right at the end, an outdoor pool toilet. Then the kitchen. So that's the plan for there. And we've got a few plants here, just seeing how they cope with the weather at this corner for the sun and the shade. So what we have to do before planting. All that will all be gone. I'm going to tidy all that area up today and order my curtain for there. So I'm putting one of them industrial plastic curtains up like what they have in warehouses for forklifts to go through. That's all it needs. So that's what that's having. I've got some of these white stones left for in between here, and I've also got my labourer when he comes today to finish grinding that off like that, smooth it off, then I can get them painted. I actually think it's looking alright. Tell me in the comments what you think. However, please do me a favour. There's 80% of my viewers who are viewing my videos who are not subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, please. Also, hit the bell icon and that'll give you notifications for upcoming videos. That will help our channel immensely. Thank you for watching. Right, after the garden path, I thought I'd want to give you a bit of an update on the pool. It's a learning curve. I've only ever had a pool before when I lived in Spain, but I had a man look after it. So for me, looking after a pool, like I said, it's a learning curve. And we went out and bought granular chlorine. I watched YouTube videos and info off Google. And you're meant to get a bucket of the pool water, put your measured amount of granular in the bucket and mix it up. Then you're meant to pour it into your pool in certain areas, like where your return jets are. So your return jets push it and it mixes in. And at the deep end where your base suction is and your skimmer, so it also gets sucked in and mixed up a lot better. But all the granules didn't dissolve. You ended up with a lot of sediment on the bottom, so I'll forever vacuum in the bottom. And also it made me pool cloudy. Cloudiness can be a number of things, but it made it white cloudy anyway, because granular chlorine's white. I know a lot of people use it and a lot of people get on with it. I just didn't. I hate the white cloudiness until it mixes up. So we ordered liquid chlorine. Miles better. Absolutely miles better. I'll show you what I mean now. Oh, before I do that, yeah, granular chlorine we could get from local shops here what deal with pool equipment. No one local does liquid chlorine. I've had to order it and get it delivered. It's no different in price, only delivery, which are only 250 pesos, about £3 for delivery, and that was from Manila. So it works out better for me. It's a lot easier as well. So I'll flick it off here, I'll get prepped, and I'll show you what I mean. Clean it full of a lot of sediment in this bottom corner. There's a fair bit here, so I'm going to put them down. If you look here, look at the camera. Come and watch here with the camera, darling.
Yeah, I can see it from here.
Make sure the camera can see it. You can see it's sediment in that corner.
Yeah.
Well, watch when I go up it with this. It's really good. Just come across a bit. You see all the sediment will be gone. Nice and slow, there's no rush, love. And that just sucks it all up. Look at that. Difference between front and back. And because the brush is that way, you get a good suction. But when I come back here, love, you see it don't quite get tight to the wall. You can still see about a centimetre there, tight in. It's got most of it on way back. So I turn it that way. The actual suction pipe is actually closer to the wall now. And that'll do it perfect. You just go across it crabbing sideways, nice and steady. And that's got it right up to the wall now, look, love. See it? Do you fancy having an affair with Pool Boy, love?
Shut up. Pool boy.
That's making a different noise.
Yeah.
If it's still sucking.
It sounds like it stopped. There's slow that
It's
side.
sucking. You can see it's sucking.
Hearty, stop it. Come on. I'm gonna slap your bum. Hearty. Come on.
Right, I'm now coming round that side now. I can hear it, it's alright that. I'll go back up this side. You've done this side. I'm just going back up it.
No workers for today again.
I'm going like that because some sediment is coming back in that filter, don't get every single bit, love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be alright, that. Needs to get in it, doesn't it? The short's going to get wet. So I want to go around this edge.
How much your salary for doing that?
You can pay me in kind later, love.
Oh.
Right, if you look on this step as well, where I'm standing,
Hearty.
you see sediment there, love.
Yeah, no, I can see it from here.
Yeah. That's getting it. I've got all the worst bit. So I don't need to be in the water now, actually. That has made it go a little bit cloudy. But that's normal, love. You leave filter on for about 6 hours.
Huh?
Yeah, and that'll be good. These different types of nets for skimming, this is like this more flat. There's some deeper ones. I think these are perfect. So with the deep ones, you've got to fuck about them and they flip inside out. This, wide, straight in, good angle, there's a few bits there, look. Easy to skim off the top, dead easy. Look at all them bugs there. Dead easy. Just flip it upside down, straight off. So much easier than them deeper nets, look. that is the pool done, love, except for chlorine. I'm now going to do that now. Right, this is a 70% granular chlorine. And like I said, that left sediment on the bottom and it turned the pool white for about a day. Like a milky white. Oh, bloody horrible. So after doing a lot of research on Google, came up with liquid chlorine. And I only ordered 10 litres to see how it works. And you are meant to shock your pool to give it a good kick, a kickstart kind of thing. So I did that with that, and that's what made it extra milky. So when it took me 2 days to clear that up, it was 2 days of vacuuming and 2 solid days with a pump running to clear it. And then although it had double the amount of what I should have put in for that pool size, when I tested it, it tested shite as it had no chlorine in. But when I use this liquid chlorine, I put 2 litres in and it cleared it up straight away. And day after I put a bit of muriatic acid in because my pH was too high. Left it a day pumping and the pool were perfect. And as you can see there, perfectly clear. So I've stuck with this now. And now I've got the pH and the chlorine content spot on. All I need to do is put half a litre of that in every day. So I've stuck with that 10 litres, that's gone. And I've just ordered, same again, but 20 litres. That's a big one, 20 litres. And like I said, half a litre, about a pint glass. Either once a day or once every couple of days. And my pool's staying nice and clear and clean. I have absolutely no complaints with that. That's spot on. And it's not over chlorinated where it stings your eyes. The mix for what I've got here, I've gone to the minimum on a purpose because nobody likes stinging eyes. And that's spot on, it doesn't sting your eyes at all. What I have here, 20 litres of liquid chlorine. You saw me with the other chlorine and doing the description and difference. Well now, the pool's perfect. I only need a cupful of chlorine. And I haven't got my cup out here. I need to go and get a cup, sorry. I'll tell you what I use. Permanently. Yes? It's going to be finished as mine now. Are you still videoing, love?
Yeah.
Right, that is roughly a cupful. That's good. So I'm going to try and get that in there without spilling it. Oh, that's good, that. That back on. That's nice and sealed, that. That is very, very strong, love. You don't want to get your nose near that.
Yeah, no, don't drink it.
Super strong and it's liquid, so it's better.
Don't drink it.
No, it's better. And I'll keep spill this, so I'll just rinse it down. You don't want that on your bare skin, love.
Yeah, it's really...
Type of burn. That's alright, and you can smell it now.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
strong.
you can smell it. So I'll mix that in there. You don't want to be putting your hand in,
I know.
and you can't
I
swim.
know that.
You can't swim in here now for a couple of hours. And what you want to do here, you've got 2 outlets. It's diluted, So pour a good bit in front of that outlet and that'll squirt it down that way. Same again here, love. A good bit in front of that outlet, that'll push it that way. Then you want a little splash in the middle. A little splash above the tray and near the skimmer, love. And then that'll sucked in, filtered and dispersed. And after about 2 or 3 hours, that'll be safe to swim. So there's no going in pull for a couple of hours, love. And that'll be crystal clear again. It's only coming slightly cloudy because I've disturbed that segment while I've been vacuuming. That's it, that's your pool done. Takes less than an hour. Okay, that's it for this week. And stay tuned for next week's. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to see. And thank you for watching.